good enough. Good morning. This next piece is called Salmon River Rapids, and it's about a raging river, well, actually partly raging river and partly calm, pristine river in Idaho. And recently, I'm a physical education teacher in Madison School District middle schools, and I got a grant to teach canoeing in the schools. So I spent 2.5 weeks teaching kids how to canoe who would normally, many of them, never have gone near a canoe, let alone get in one. And I would say we had about a 99% success rate, and these are kids that said, "Mr. Dieter, I'm not going in anywhere near the water or in the canoe. You ain't getting me in that thing." But there's kind of an interesting story that goes with that. The way it came about was I was talking with a friend, a coworker of mine. She's a school psychologist there, and we're talking. We have a stream, the Wingra Creek, which is right across the street. It's not a busy street from the school, and we're talking, and she said, "Wouldn't it be great if we could have a canoeing thing here?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that would be great." And that was it for me. And then she came into my office, a couple weeks later, and she says, "Joe, I'm proposing this grant. I wrote this grant over the weekend, and I was wondering if you wanted to co-sponsor it with me." And I'm okay. And then she comes in the next day and she says, "Joe, I already have a grant from these people this year, and I can't get another one, so I'm just going to leave your name on it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." About a month later, I'm teaching archery, where you kind of have to pay attention. And these two women walk in. I've never seen them before, and they're smiling. I'm like, okay. And they just sat there for a while, and then finally they said, "Congratulations, Joe." And I'm like, what? And then Mary comes in, my school partner came in, and she goes behind them. The grant! The canoe grant! Oh, great! They're all smiles, and so I got invited to a dinner that had the head of Madison Metropolitan School District there, and all these award-winning teachers and everything. It was this really nice dinner. So I had to go up and get a plaque and shake the hand of the bigwigs there. And when I got up there, they read off the criteria for the grant, and it was the first time I'd heard some of it. That is good, And so I went and sat down, and at the end of the dinner, this woman came up to me. She was on the council, and she said, "I just want to tell you, Joe, that's one of the best written grants I've ever written." So I looked right at her, and I said, "I had a lot of help." So literally 2 days later, I got an email asking me if I wanted to join a group to help people learn to write grants. And then at the end of the school year, since I don't tend to keep much secret, everybody at the school knew what had happened, and we would always get these gag awards at the end of the year, and mine was most likely to teach somebody how to write a grant. So the next year comes, and we're doing this. The first day we're out there, we're teaching this canoeing, and one of my coworkers says, "Hey, Joe, do you know that guy?" And I'm like, "No." There's this guy taking all these pictures, and we're right next to Madison newspapers, so it was a reporter from the Madison State Journal. So he interviewed me, so I'm all in this interview and all over this place, and then I also got interviewed by a TV station, and all this stuff just happened to me. I didn't set out to do any of it, and like I said earlier, I guess it makes up for all the times that I did something and didn't get any credit. But anyway, this piece is it sounds incredible. My son he's a double bass player, but I don't have him today. He is almost 21, and he doesn't like to get up in the morning. But it's a beautiful piece, and it's kind of, lots of times my pieces remind people of nature, and I had no intention of that. I'm like, okay, great. But this one I actually meant to write about the river itself. So I'll try to see if I can do it justice after that story. But,